Savage Roar. Mango Rake Rip.
Autopilot jumping.
Tiger's Fury. Mango Rake Rip. Tiger's Fury should be good. It should be able to just run that for a long time.
Approaching Stargate.
It,
Warp drive active.
Let's try that out there. Let's see if I can get a... I could build a stocks, I guess. I could build stocks. I'd do one stocks run and try and get some XP here.
Autopilot jumping. Approaching Stargate. Warping to Stargate. Warp drive active.
Wow.
Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint
Oh, I need
reached.
water. Yeah, I need waters, and it's gonna cost me like all my money.
Approaching Stargate.
Gotta buy waters.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
Yep, all my money gone like that. Poof. I might not even be able to fly out of here. Oh my god. I hope I can fly out of here.
No one's ever stolen anything out of here. Not in the whole history of... the whole history.
Autopilot jumping. Autopilot disabled. Waypoint reached. Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
The statue is supposed to capture the moment it was blown apart, like an instant frozen in time. A rare butterfly trapped in amber, floating on a sea of shit.
Yep.
People in Martinaise tend to disagree, as do many prominent art critics and thought leaders with more nuanced social awareness than the young ironists.
I'm gonna go cook.
Those critics might have it wrong though. There's more to it than just ironism, but you can't say what precisely.
Nope.
Perhaps this art mystery will be solved at a later time?
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you?
No one's ever stolen anything out of here. Not in the whole history of the whole history. Greetings, adventurer. I'm a commendation.
Welcome to my inn, weary traveler. What can I do for you? Here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, cool. I caught a stocks run. Nice. Yo. Nice. I'm gonna change it up here. Mangle, Savage War, and all the rest of it. It doesn't really matter. That's a lot. No, that's, oops. Luck. Sorry, my stands for... Sorry. Swipe. Decide if I should single. Oh, I have unspent talents? Oh, God. Well, I caught it. I forgot that I dinged, yeah. Oh, well, I caught it like halfway. It's alright.
Philip III, the Squanderer, however, with his bronze face up in the air, doesn't seem concerned about what the hoi polloi think of him in death.
Oh yeah.
Not that he ever did in life.
The asteroid is depleted.
Look at all that. 2 levels in like an hour or something. It's like pretty good. 28. Makes it so I could even like log off if I wanted to. Oh, I've got to focus on this now, yeah. So, oh, this guy's gonna make me so much money. I'm gonna run a boost on my main. Oh, she's not mining though. Why? Why? Oh, cause she's full. It's okay. Oh, is that mine? I don't know. Where am I in comparison? Yep, that's my container, yep. Fuck, I wish I had a beer. So bad. I wish I had a beer right now. It's not that I'm an alcoholic. I just like beer. It's whatever. Drink some, like, Canada Dry, I guess. Okay, all of that should be... This should always disable compact mode, and I want you to stack all. Here is 60 million in ice. Oh my god. I even lost some because I was in a stocks run. Chaining stocks runs. It's funny. Where is this container? There it is. Okay, so it's like 55 of that. Oh man, it's 65 million. I shouldn't leave it here. I'll just pack up what I can. I want you to stack. Yeah, I want you to stack all, and I want you to pack up what I can. Yep, and so she's full, which is good, and we'll just go stash it. Anomaly, station, structures, I want to save location here. Submit. I'm doubling my money today in EVE. I really love this. It's so awesome. It's like, man, I've been like this in like 13 years. The last time I cared it was like 13 years ago. Now I care to make the money, and I'm going to get rich. I'm going to be able to go to low sec and Gila, Poverty-las over and over again. And I'll just set them up to tank all crazy, like 50k. And I'll set them up. I'll set them up damage-wise to just run in there, no clones and stuff. And I'll run 350 million Gilas, like 10 of them. I'll blow like 3.5 billion on 10 Gilas or whatever. And I'll run a 10 strip of Gilas out to fucking low sec. And I'll stomp every fucking frigate that I see. No problem. I'll just stomp them in. 700, I've got 50k. Yeah, no, you're gonna die. It's so much damage. Yep. And it'll take like a year. It'll take a year. That's gonna be my Christmas present to myself. Is I'm gonna take a 10 strip out, like a 20 strip of Gilas. I'm gonna produce my own Gila. Well, I don't know about producing my own Gilas, but I'm gonna buy 20 Gila halls at a competitive price. Yeah, and I'm gonna set aside like 3 billion for that, and normally that would be like, you know, $25 cash or something like that. But yeah, come Christmas, like, you know, I know these dreams aren't that big for people who main it all the time, but I don't main this game. This dream's super good for somebody who doesn't main the game. I mean, I'm not maining this game right now at all. I'm gonna make so much money. 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 I'm gonna make so much money. I'm gonna make so much money. Alright, so back to you.
Warp drive active.
That was a good WoW run. Got like, you know, 2.5 levels in like an hour or something like that. Pretty good. That's like the kind of the shit I used to do. Oh, that's bad. I'm gonna fix that. Yep, there. And then we're gonna put this up here. I mean, I guess I could put up hobgoblins. There's nothing really stopping me, per se. No, I'll just put them out if I need them. It's fine. Look at this. I doubled my fucking money today. That's so awesome. I'm already at 100 million today. It's going to be like 180 by the end of this. Like, dude, I'm going to make so much money. So much money. Shit, with that kind of money, man... I will just keep I will keep Master at Arms Cerebrals every single day. I need to go buy a Master at Arms. When this belt dies, I'll go buy Master at Arms. Like, let's see what the alt's time is left on hers. Hers is in for another 1 day and 7 hours, but I need a new one. Yeah, I need a new one on my main. I kind of want to send her off because I can do that, but I mean, like, yeah, like I don't know. We should just keep ice mining, but I am gonna go. I'm gonna go buy two. Like, I'm gonna go. Like, I don't know how much money do I have. Like, I have $1 billion on her, and I have $500 million on her. So yeah, I'll buy like two, or I'll buy like 5 Master at Arms. I'll put a competitive price up for Master at Arms. Yeah, like let's look at Master at Arms, and maybe I can even see it. I think Master at Arms 3 books elevator. Because that's out at Amar, right? But you can't see Amar from the one that I'm in. They're up for 38,060. And I wonder if you can get those. That's in Amar Civil Service. Oh, no, that's in Romy. Yeah, can I put a competitive one of like... Let's go look at Master at Arms Cerebral Accelerator on the website. But first... Gotta get out of here and go sell. Inventory is such a problem in these games now. You can see it. It's so stupid. I don't know why they do it. Drives me crazy when they finally get look over this fucking terrible inventory phase in their terrible MMORPG growth cycles as developers. They'll understand how bad the fucking
Welcome to my
inventory was.
inventory
Fuck
travel.
your
What can I
inventories
do
in
for
every
you?
single one of these MMOs, except for EvE. EvE's got a good inventory. Endless when in a city, not endless when not in a city. You know, very easy, fucking simple concept. Endless when in a city, not endless when not in a city. I mean, it's simple. But I mean, you guys have to complicate it with your dumb fucking assumptions of how inventories should be. It's fucking stupid. There's a sleeping bag in WoW. I'm gonna go get that. So cool. Okay, so we got a lot of cloth. That'll be some money. 33 cloth. Let's make all of the sales we can here. I have 2 gold, 63 out of 3. I had 3 silver when I went in. I walked out with 2 gold, some silver. I didn't pull that BOE. I wish I had, but that's okay. Now I can buy healing pots, which is good because sorry, mana pots, because yeah. No, I want, oh. Wait, I'm shopping? No, I don't want to shop. I want to sell. Fuck. Load higher prices. Wait, what? Oh, yeah. Wait. Am I to understand that you're selling these for copper? Yeah, they're selling small glimmering shards for like, they're basically like worthless, huh? Wow, yeah, those aren't worth anything at all. Why? Why? So it's worthless, and I will take the copper. I'll take the copper for copper, yep. Okay, now I get to go train if I have any money in the box. Go see. Oh, good. Money in the box. Yay. This last generation of money. Come on, more money. Yes! I needed it too. I need that money. Okay, so now I can go train, which is good. I'm going to just go to teleport Moonglade. Oh, that one ended, huh? Alright. That's cool. I can tell which one's which because one's left, one's right. One's left, one's right. One's left, one's right. I love computers. I suppose I'll bind a key for that.
Welcome, my sister. If you're here to train, then I would be delighted to train you. There will be a time soon where the call of the Emerald Dream will take hold in you. You will hibernate for many years and walk amongst the purest of forms. It is there and then that your ultimate training will take place.
Claw, rank 2. Oh yeah, tower. Oh, cower. Okay. Oh, I got a rank 2 mangle now, I think is what they're saying. Yeah, mangle doesn't have a rank, but it's like my claw went up, I think. That's cool. Oh my god, I want Cheetah. Cheetah's gonna be so sweet. What level is Cheetah?
Welcome, my sister. If you're here to train, then I would be delighted to train you. There will be a time soon where the call of the Emerald Dream will take hold in you. You will hibernate for many years and walk amongst the purest of forms. It is there and then that your ultimate training will take place.
When is cheetah form? Oh. Wow, there's so much interesting stuff I could do with two characters. Like, I could go double Hawk, or not double Hawk, but like Hawk, whatever the fucking, like, whatever that is, Merlin or whatever. I forget what Caldari's ship is, the logistics frigate, but there's a logistics frigate. I could just take in a suit. I think it's the it's not the Osprey is the destroyer. What's the Caldari logistics frigate? Let's go see. Yeah, it's the Heron, I think. Yeah, actually. Oh no, there it is. It's the Bantam. The Bantam. Yeah. Bantam. Huge, right? So we just connect the Bantam to the fucking Heron. Or sorry, to the what's it called? I can just connect the Bantam in a remote shield boost situation. It just spin hover my Hawk, and I can go in and I can run like probably tier 3 dark, or no, I don't know. It would be tier 2, but like I won't lose any like Hawks though, and there's good money in that. Maybe I could run T3. Might be able to run like T3 Hawk with a shield booster. Yep, and then just go and that'd be very interesting, but it would also be very intense. If I wanted to main Eve, I would dual box Abyssals, and yeah, I would just dual box Abyssals, yeah. Is there a Druid quest? I have to go to Darnassus to find out. I think there is. I think I've got to do a
Would you like a flight to Ruttheron Village, courtesy of the Cenarian Circle?
Yes, I would. At 28, I think I can go to, like, I don't know, is it South Shore? South Shore? Let's go look at the chart here. At 28, I can go to Duskwood. Yeah, Duskwood. That's cool. Yeah, reset the thing. Yeah, I don't really want those marks on the minimap, I don't think, actually. Why do they always pitch Sven's Revenge? It's so stupid. Oh, okay. I guess it does start with that. I got to go to EK? Okay, I have to go to EK. Well, at least I'm going to catch up, like, you know, on a quest path. That'll be fun. Looking for... oh yeah, Druid quests. I think I've got to go do Druid quests. Oh, fucking lame. Wish I had Cheetah. Wish I had a Alliance Rogue. If I cap out at 40 early, I'll just start leveling Rogue to 40. I think Rogue is more fun.
Greetings, adventurer. We've traveled from Moonglade to spread the spirit of the Lunar Festival far and wide. Won't you join us in our celebration? Welcome, adventurer. Are you here to join in the festivities? Every year, the Druids of Moonglade hold a celebration of our city's great triumph.
I guess I don't have a quest, which is good.
Evil. We celebrate the wisdom of our elders, share in magnificent feasts, and of course, shoot fireworks. For a small donation, you can purchase colorful rockets from our vendor. Try using some of the launchers around here, adventurer.
Oh good, I got a Black
Heavens
Fathom
and their
boon.
countless stars hold answers to earthly mysteries, adventurer. Might then the wise and the lucky gaze up and find truth?
So I guess you gotta go to Darnassus if you want the World Boon from BFD. It's like, that's what I've been missing a lot of the time. I need to go to Darnassus each day and wait, which I like. It's actually okay. So now I'm going to EK. Nothing else to do here. I just wanted to see if there was a Druid quest or anything that I'm missing.
These great beasts know paths that you can't find on foot. They'll get you there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time.
Sven's Revenge, which is like... So I have to go do Sven's Revenge. Where does it start? So annoying. Okay, I'm gonna go bio before I do anything else, guys. I'm terribly sorry. It's a Duskwood quest. Okay, so... I have to pick up there at Sven. Okay, so I guess I've got to go to... I will fly.
These great
to
beasts know paths that
Sentinel
you can't find
Hill.
on foot. They'll get you there fast and maybe show you something
BRB.
new at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
In days long past, we lived for the hunt. We hunted for glory, for honor. Is it so different now? Your spirit burns with life, young adventurer. I accept the homage you pay and offer in return this token.
Homage. Ooh, I'm full.
used to work one of the farms to the southeast, until dark riders from Deadwind Pass descended upon my farm and slaughtered my family when I was away. When I returned, I saw a shadowy figure skulking near my barn, burying something. He fled before I could catch him, and I couldn't linger for I was hot on the heels of the dark riders, so I never discovered what was hidden. If you can find what that shadowy figure buried, I would be grateful. The hiding spot is behind the old stump near my barn.
Thousand needles. Wait, I guess the fastest way out of that would be 1,000 needles. You're gonna make me run the Barrens? Yeah, the Barrens. To the Brassball Brothers. Working in the Woods. Okay, so... So you want me to go to 1,000 needles. Which... God, it's been so long, it's hard to remember all this stuff, but it's like... Wait, do I have a turn-in for wetlands, do I? I do. Oh, the Cursed Crew? Wait, I have a wetlands turn-in, do I? Oh, I do. Well, shit. Let's go do that first, then. Well, okay, I picked up the quest, and that's the main thing. Are you not mining, or...? Oh, you moved is what it is. God damn it. Why did you move?
Warp drive active. Warp drive active. Docking request accepted. Docking request accepted.
Good day to you. Safe travel.
Good day. Where are you going? Well, if you're looking to get there quickly, then look no further.
apparently doesn't like this. It's too much, I guess. Let's, wait, it's not the post-processing. It's not. Oh, sorry, it's not the anti-aliasing. It's the like the anti-aliasing should be high, but the post-processing should be low. Yeah. There, that's a bit better. Look, and it was it. It was it. Something in that combination, all that ambient occlusion or whatever it is. Yep, and now our frames are back perfect. I was like, where's the midline where I can get my frames where they should be? And this is it. This is it right here. Beautiful. Maybe I can even bump it to quality, maybe. Yep, and then we'll go... DLSS is a good technology, it really is. We'll go performance to quality. Yep, there's my frames. Game looks good. I'm dual boxing. I'm doing everything. It didn't eat WoW's frames. Damn you 40 already? Fucking hate. Physical instrument, okay.
The small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. The photo, an ambrotype from the turn of the century, as golden as her smile. No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone. Why? I just told you why.
gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
A simple little cadence. He seems to be making it up as he goes.
From another planet. Hey there. You sure are, my man. It's the jam, my man. It's a traffic jam for the ages. Harbor gates up the street are shut tight. No explanation given. Workers on strike, scabs agitating, an all-around clusterfuck. Meanwhile, we're all stuck here in long haul limbo for days upon days upon days upon days.
Warp drive active. Warp drive active.
Oh. Right, I came here to turn in. I was thinking I was going to grind, but I'm not. I would like a respec, and I didn't think about it. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get pounds. That's so cool. Oh, thick hide. I want thick hide so bad. And I want, yeah, I want a respec. I don't like their spec anymore.
My thanks to you, adventurer, and the gratitude of my cursed brethren goes to you as well. To break
Now I
the
have to go to
curse and free
1,000
all of
needles,
my
so
brethren,
I might as well
the
respec,
thing
yeah.
stowed on my ship must be retrieved and cleansed. I don't know what it was, but I do know that it was stored securely in the ship's strongbox, which Captain Hallandor lorded over. My old captain is still in my dreams. I know he walks my doomed ship, the Intrepid. Get the key from him and use it to open the Intrepid's strongbox. Then, after you have the cursed thing, bring it to the priest Glorin Steelbrow in town.
No, I didn't like this quest.
your elders is to honor your culture and your people, adventurer. For this, the coins of ancestry serve as a tangible means to recognize those who choose to follow a venerable path of respect. During this lunar festival, you may have the opportunity to honor many elders. As you do so, you will acquire the coins of ancestry. Bring me these coins, and I will reward your diligence with a selection of unique items. Excellent. Please enjoy these dumplings with my compliments. While they are but a small token of appreciation for the honor you have brought upon yourself through your actions, I think you will enjoy them all the same. Should you have any more coins of ancestry, I stand ready to offer you a wide array of items in exchange.
Would you like a flight to Ruttheron Village, courtesy of the Cenarian Circle? To maintain our link to the mainland, we have hippogriffs constantly flying between Ruttheron Village and Darkshore.
Thank you, many a true nerd. I'd like to sub to your channel. It's good to hear John again. I haven't seen any of his recent videos. We'll kill the music here and listen to a video by many a true nerd about Millennia, the demo.
Welcome to Millennia. And, okay, they're not going to say this out loud, but it's civilization. And that's fine. Plenty of games have begun life by taking one look at civilization and saying, my, that's a big pie you've got there, I'll be having a slice of that, yum yum. But this one, that just gained a demo during the Steam Next Fest, oh, this one's got some interesting ideas in its head actually. So, let's just dive on in, because yes, if you're familiar with Civ, you're gonna feel at home here immediately. We got ourselves, yeah, a starting city, a starting army, a starting empire made up of hexagons with different terrain on each hex, nearby resources, research, culture, pops growing on account of food, etc, etc. Meanwhile, if we just dive into our capital city of Alldayerrydaybaby, yes, you can see the here. 5 at some point, and auto.
It's an RTS. I have zero interest in it.
And yes, if we want to, you know, put together stronger and... No, we do have else entire to the cocking Iron Age. Evolution. Fantastic.
Boring.
Oh, and I was just trying to figure...
Boring. Not John, the game. It's always good to hear John. One of the best games of 2023. Yeah, Remnant was good, but it wasn't, Uh-oh, so here's MMO bite about Amazon silence.
It was first announced in 2011 under the Lineage Eternal title as a Liberty.
What?
Throne and Liberty was first announced in 2011 under the Lineage Eternal
Thank you,
title
MMO
as a
by
direct
FedEx,
competitor to
like
Lost Ark.
channel.
In 2017, 6 years later, NCSoft repurposed Lineage Eternal into Project TL, a top-down isometric MMO, and then again into Throne and Liberty years later. And while the game has been in active development now for over 13 years, it has remained a title that many players have been looking forward to, partly due to its ties to the popular Lineage franchise, and partly due to its resemblance to Black Desert Online. In 2019, Bandai Namco revealed Blue Protocol to the world, and it became an immediate hit. Over the next few years, it would go on to become one of the most anticipated MMOs of the 2020s. In 2023, Amazon Game Studios confirmed that it would be publishing both MMOs to the global market. Throne and Liberty before Blue Protocol, but both within 2023. This left players a little bit concerned. On the one hand, many players criticized Amazon for their handling of Lost Ark. On the other hand, players, myself included, thought that releasing two different
My God,
MMOs
I still have another
within a
5
short
minutes
span
to
of
go
one
to.
another might lead to one game cannibalizing the player base of the other, possibly inhibiting the success of both. And that very well could be a potential future, if Amazon ever released the damn games. Both titles have been delayed by Amazon so frequently that it isn't even certain whether we'll be able to play both before 2025 comes around. At the beginning of 2023, Blue Protocol and Throne and Liberty made up the majority of what players were excited for. And in the mere span of a year,
I was not
they've
excited for
destroyed
Throne and
any and all
Liberty
hype for their
at
games
all.
by delaying, altering, and then proceeding to go silent.
Yep, and I didn't trust Throne and Liberty, now did I? No, I did not.
And the silence is what's the most alarming of all. Before we discuss why that is, I do want to take a moment here to thank all of my incredible patrons over on Patreon. You guys are phenomenal, and I cannot thank you all enough for the support. Now let's begin with Throne and Liberty. Navigating on over to their website, we see a grand total of 5 different news articles posted since Amazon confirmed their publishing deal. Throne and Liberty technical test posted on June 8, 2023. This was their technical test announcement post. Welcome to Throne and Liberty posted the same day with a brand new global trailer. Confidential technical test announcement posted on the 29th of August 2023. This was a test phase that ran under an NDA, which meant no content or information could be shared. This test ran from September 19th through October 3rd. Confidential tech test thank you posted the 3rd of October 2023. This was a thank you for participating in the first major global test. Technical test recap posted on October 18, 2023, with a small recap of the test phase. Honestly, largely pointless. That's it. That is the communication that was given via their official website. Hey, you know what? We're live! Followed by, we're holding a test. Followed further by, the test is over. Yeah. No additional information given in over 4 months. With the only information the 6 months prior to this large absence of communication telling us a single test was happening. The official social media platforms for the game have been silent for the same duration, with their last tweet only achieving 270 likes. Yeah, that bodes well for the game. This doesn't really reinforce a sense of comfort from us. It has been 8 months, and little to no information has been released. It's been 8 months, and we've suffered nothing but setbacks and excuses. But you know what? That's just Throne and Liberty. Let's take a look at Amazon's other gem, Blue Protocol, an MMO that I've personally been hyping since 2019.
Yeah, you guys have been hyping all these fucking gacha games. Why? Because they look like anime? Like, come on, man. Like, Tower of Fantasy was the last time I was willing to do that. I was like, no.
Official Blue Protocol website, we see a grand total of 8 blog posts. This is a little better than the 5 we had for Throne and Liberty. Welcome to Blue Protocol, posted on December 8, 2022. Yeah, that was really 14 months ago. This was accompanied by their official global trailer. The Road to Launch, posted the very same day, confirming a release date in 2023, which was later updated in May 2023 to reflect the delay into 2024. We'll check back here later this year when the game is ultimately delayed into 2025 to see if they make the same update. Announcing Blue Protocol, posted the same day, where they went on to include a trailer and detail what the game was. Honestly, not a bad blog post at all. Global Team Update, posted May 24, 2023, where they confirmed the Japanese launch date and their delay into 2024. They also revealed the first global closed beta test would be happening in 2023, which turned out to be true. Meanwhile, in Japan, Episode 1, posted June 2nd, 2023, with some updates from Japan and a further confirmation of the delay into 2024, along with the reasoning. We want to take the time to address player feedback and ensure that we capture the changes for the Western launch. The player feedback that they heard was, we want the game to be censored. Yeah, come on, Amazon, censor our game. Remove the booba slider. Remove the skirts from the game. Real women don't wear skirts. Damn you guys for requesting these features be removed. You're all terrible human beings. Or, you know what? Maybe in retrospect, just thinking back here, maybe it was Asmon's fault for playing with the sliders in front of tens of thousands of people.
Unironic boob jiggle button. Hey, the game let you do it. It's not my fault the game let you do it. Yeah.
Meanwhile, in Japan, Episode 2, posted June 14th, 2023. At this juncture, it seemed as though Amazon wanted to continue to update players with the progress that was being made on the Japanese servers, but for whatever reason gave up after this episode. Yeah, good job, Amazon. You keep being you. Almost an entire year later, joined the Blue Protocol closed technical test, posted November 1st, 2023, which announced the first global technical test for the game, running from November 8th through November 10th. Mr. Six and I both got to participate in this, Although we're not allowed to disclose our experiences, since much like Throne and Liberty, this was under an NDA. Thank you for joining the closed technical test posted November 13th, 2023 was, much like Throne and Liberty, a thank you for joining the test. And the message further telling us that we are not allowed to share anything, which we would never do. Navigating on over to the official Blue Protocol Twitter page, it's even worse than Throne and Liberty. They didn't even repost the blog content, rather the last tweet was made back in July 2023, with retweets of various gaming news outlets sucking their dick, because they need all the positive publicity they can get. It has been 7 months of silence from them on social media, 7 entire months. That is absolutely crazy. Neither Throne and Liberty nor Blue Protocol have been in any kind of contact with their communities. They haven't been sharing updates. They haven't even reaffirmed that the games are still coming in 2024. Throne and Liberty was confirmed to be releasing before Blue Protocol, which makes it even worse for those of us not interested in Throne and Liberty. With how disconnected Amazon are from their players, Throne and Liberty could launch in November, and Blue Protocol could end up delayed into 2025. Who knows? The silence from Amazon is concerning. The lack of communication is very unprofessional. We don't need to be told when the first public beta tests for each game are going to happen. We just want confirmation that the games are in fact approaching these dates, because at present, it's seeming less and less likely. We're all waiting for a new MMO to play. Both of these games were supposed to offer us something new to satiate that thirst that we have, but has been left unfulfilled. And that thirst doesn't look like it'll be quenched anytime soon. Well, at least we have Revelation Mobile and Moonlight Blade Mobile, which both just released, right?
Thank you, MMO Byte, for the extra content from stream. I'd like to sub to your channel. Thank you,
So, Starfield's latest
Lone Vault Wanderer, for the excellent content from a stream. I'd like to sub to your channel.
update is in Steam beta, and Bethesda Game Studios has given us the patch notes. Now, some people have been wondering why this update seems to be so much smaller compared to previous updates. So in today's video, I will be answering that and also telling you everything else you need to know about the update itself. So if you enjoy this video, if you find it helpful, please like, subscribe if you're new, with notifications if that is possible. But let's get into this update. So as always, Bethesda has uploaded 2 articles for the update. The first is about the top line features, and the second includes all the patch notes. So that first one is entitled AMD's FSR 3 comes to Starfield, and it starts off by saying AMD FSR 3 comes to Starfield in our latest Steam beta. Those of you playing on Steam can opt into the beta to see the improvements brought to the game before this update becomes available to all our PC Starfield players. This new feature allows for a combination of upscaling as well as advanced frame generation, that is the big one, boosting your frame rate for better performance. While AMD's FSR 3 works for a wide range of video cards, and that includes Nvidia cards mind you, you will want to verify that your system supports it so that you get the best experience. It is also recommended to use FSR 3 with VSync on and with a VRR monitor for the best experience. For those participating, you can enable FSR 3 by heading to the display settings and accessing the upscaling options. From there, you'll be able to cycle through the option best suited for your experience. Now, I'm really glad, honestly, that we finally got an FSR 3 in the game. Personally, it doesn't bother me because I have an Nvidia card, so I can use DLSS. However, I know how many AMD users are out there that can't use DLSS that have really wanted FSR 3 in the game. You've kind of been stuck with FSR 2 for a good few months there. And even though it's not necessarily bad, of course you wanted the latest version. You wanted to have all the improvements and the features that come along with FSR 3. So for that reason alone, I'm very glad that it's in the game. What I will say though is that I'm genuinely surprised that it's taken this long, right? Because Starfield is meant to be an AMD sponsored title. So I thought AMD would want FSR 3 in the game as soon as possible, either at launch ideally, or as soon as possible after that, because they want to showcase FSR 3 to as many different people as possible, right? And when are the most people playing Starfield? It's at or around launch. It's not now. There's nowhere near the amount of players playing Starfield right now on PC versus launch time. Yep. So not many people are experiencing FSR 3 and enjoying all the features and the capabilities that it has. So that surprises me a little bit, but I don't know why it took so long. I'm just glad that it's finally in the game now. What I will say though is that the improvement really comes into it when you use frame generation. I've actually done a bit of comparison between FSR 2 and FSR 3 without frame generation, just to see if the upscaler itself had a boost to FPS, and it's very minor without frame generation. In like the most heavy resource intensive areas in the game, I always use Gregarian when it comes to that. The boost to FPS was like 1 to 2 frames per second when it comes to FSR 3 versus FSR 2. DLSS is still better, mind you, without frame generation, but it's not that much more, again, unless you're using frame generation. So please turn that on if you really want to enjoy high frame rates for Starfield, if you have an AMD card. Moving on, let's go on to the patch notes. So the patch notes are entitled Starfield Update 1.9.67 Notes, February 7, 2024 Beta. I still don't understand how Bethesda numbers their updates, like 1.9.67 and 1.9.51. I don't get it. Just number them normally. Anyways, we've added a new update to Steam Beta that includes AMD's FSR 3 options and a few other fixes. We encourage all of our Steam PC players to try it out and let us know your thoughts before this update goes live for all our players soon. Other fixes included in this update will be related to performance and stability, including adjustments done to address the Form ID issue we've seen several commenting on. I just want to pause here and say, Bethesda, it's a little more than several. There's been a lot of people commenting on the Form ID issue wanting it fixed. There's a lot of people that just can't play the game because they have the issue and they have to start a new save file and they don't want to do that. Or there's a lot of people feeling forced to go into New Game Plus so that I don't encounter the Form ID issue and kind of ruin their save files. It's been a lot of people, and I do believe this one needed to be fixed much, much sooner because of how prevalent it is. However, it's good that we're seeing some sort of improvement. But I'm going to talk about this in a second. Just notice that they don't use the word fix for Form ID. They use the word adjustment and they use the word improvement before, but not the word fix. I suspect, I hope I'm wrong on this, but I suspect that at some stage for very, heavy players that keep playing the game, I suspect Form ID might kind of crop its head again unless Bethesda continues to improve the situation. But we'll talk about that later. So, fixes and improvements when it comes to graphics. Again, they added support for AMD Fidelity FXTM Super Resolution 3 or FSR 3, and they also added support for Intel Xe Super Sampling or XeSS. So that's really good for those of you on Intel. They also fixed an issue that could make the clouds appear to vibrate when using DLSS performance mode, and they fixed a minor visual artifact that could occur when aiming with a weapon or task swapping. For stability, again, they changed how Form IDs are freed when loading saves. This should improve, not fix, improve stability for saves that have visited many locations. And literally in the next line, fixed a crash that could happen when making changes to the ship that required all items to be moved to the cargo bay in the shipbuilder menu. And finally, for miscellaneous, they reverted a change that caused the data menu to open when taking screenshots with F12, and they fixed an issue causing the resolution scale to reset to 1 when switching from full screen to windowed mode when using DLSS. Now, I'm still encountering some resetting bugs when it comes to settings. For instance, in the latest Steam beta, whenever I swap from FSR 3 to DLSS, for some reason it always resets my rendering resolution scale to 67, even though I want it at 100 and it keeps changing it to 67. I have to change it again, right? Also, sometimes it resets the dynamic resolution setting for me. I always want that thing off. I don't want dynamic resolution, but sometimes when I swap from FSR to DLSS, it turns it back on again and I need to turn it off again. So those two things I really hope they fix. It's kind of an annoyance. Not a major issue, but kind of a little bit annoying. But anyways, let's go to the talking points. First of all, why is this update seemingly so small? Bethesda previously established that they want to release decently sized updates about every 6 weeks for Starfield. So obviously, we're a little bit earlier than that. If you look at when updates have been released previously, the previous update went into Steam beta on the 18th of January, and the full release was on the 30th of January. So if we go 6 weeks after that, it would mean a Steam beta of the 29th of January and a full release of 12th of March. Obviously, it is earlier than expected. So why is that? And why is this update seemingly much smaller than the previous update? Because the previous update had about 100 plus fixes. I think it was 120 by my count. So why is it so much smaller? Even though it still has big features and improvements, and not all fixes are equal, it is still clearly smaller than other updates. The reason being, I believe, and I think a lot of other people believe this as well, is that this is very likely an out-of-cycle patch. Bethesda has said they're not just going to stick to these big updates every 6 weeks. If something needs their attention and needs to be fixed, they will release an update even though it's technically in between that 6 weeks cadence. So that is probably what has happened here. And some people also suspect that they couldn't fit in the fixes and features in this Steam beta in the previous update because maybe they just need a little bit longer to work on it, especially with the Form ID issue. I know how complicated, or I guess I suspect how complicated it must be. They probably just needed a little bit more time. So it had to wait a few more weeks, but do you really want to wait until potentially the end of the month or next month for the next update? No, Form ID needed to be fixed right now. If anything, it needed to be fixed months ago. So they were probably like, we should just release this now. Let's just do a separate update, try and address Form IDs as soon as possible. And then come later in February or in March, we'll have the bigger update with a bunch of other features. So that's what we suspect. That's what I suspect. So don't be worried that this update is a little bit smaller. Honestly, maybe they should have called it a hotfix and just included the Form ID thing, and then have XCSS and FSR 3 in the next big update. Make it seem like a bigger deal than normal, because FSR 3 didn't need to happen right now. It wasn't like game breaking or anything. It could have waited for the next update to make it seem a little bit more meaty. And maybe that would have meant you could have had the Form ID.
Great, Bethesda. You have what every other modern on the game, every other game on the modern market has. Congratulations! Let's all fanfare for their fucking update. Yeah, they have FSR like every other game on the markets have for a year. Congratulations, big update time, big fanfare. Maybe we'll play your game like a year later and it still sucks.
Fixed earlier if it was released as a hotfix. My speculation, I know that, and I could be wrong, but that's why we have this update so early, that's why it's smaller, so don't stress about it. Now let's talk about FSR 3 versus FSR 2 versus DLSS. What has been my experience? Now I have an NVIDIA RTX 4090, so it's a very, very high-end card. It's not the best test case for a lot of you users out there, especially if you're using an AMD card. FSR obviously is going to be better on an AMD card versus an NVIDIA card, right? But that being said, I'll still talk about my experience. When it comes to testing performance and settings, I always go to Gagarin. Gagarin, for some reason, always tanks my frame rate, more so than Achilles City and everywhere else in the game. I don't know why, but Gagarin just sucks for me. So when I want to test settings and see really how good these improvements are, I'll go here and try it out. So when I was trying out FSR 2, again, not with frame generation, because frame generation is clearly improving your performance. I wanted to see how good the actual upscaler was and to see if there were any improvements to FPS just with the upscaler. So with FSR 2, in 4K Ultra, everything maxed out, dynamic resolution off, frame gen off, as I mentioned, I was getting around 63 to 68 frames per second, right? But with FSR 3, it was about 64 to 69 frames per second. So very, very slight improvement. If for whatever reason you can't use frame generation, you're not going to see that much of an improvement for frames per second if you are using FSR 3 over FSR 2. You need to turn on frame generation, trust me. However, DLSS is obviously still better. If you have an NVIDIA card, you are going to be getting better FPS over FSR 2 or even FSR 3, of course. So for DLSS, using those same settings, I was getting from 68 to 73 frames per second. So FSR 2 and FSR 3 are pretty close, but DLSS is a little bit better. Also as well, DLSS still looks better. Quality-wise, DLSS is still better than FSR, and I couldn't notice that much of a difference between FSR 2 and FSR 3 when it comes to quality. They both still look about the same, and I really had to pixel peep to notice a difference. To be honest, I had to pixel peep to notice a difference between FSR and DLSS in general. There are some differences. Sometimes around objects you can notice these little like black bands, and they don't look the best. But I'm literally zoomed in on my PC trying to notice the difference in the screenshots. honestly, through normal play, you're not going to care, you're not going to notice this stuff. So next, I do want to talk about some other people's experience when it comes to FSR 3 who are specifically using AMD cards, because that's going to give you the best example, right? So for instance, there is a user on Reddit called Zua1993, and they said the following, quote, okay, just installed and tested. Disclaimer, I'm AMD 6900 XT owner with 165Hz and a 2K display. Holy fuck, they did magic. FPS from 70 insta jump to the 165 with correct frame input latency. This is massive upgrade. Never thought I can play this game so smooth and chill. This is amazing. Well done, Bethesda. And then the user Just My Two Sentences says, I couldn't hit 60 FPS in a killer city, and they were using a 6800 XT and a 5800 X3D at 1440p for reference. So I wonder if this will finally
1440p with 2 cards, and he still couldn't get 60 FPS in Aquila. What the fuck, man? Like, yeah, that's garbage. That's just some bad shit, man. Like, I've been fucking around with that with AMD and DLSS, and one of the, like, 2 things I've noticed about it is, one, nobody seems to know how to use it, especially me. And two, like, I don't know, like, it's like, I don't know, it's just weird. Like, it's good. I like DLSS, but it sucks. It's not a tech that I trust very much, because it seems like it's almost a requirement instantly, and without it you can't get good performance. And it's like they broke their bad performance to make their good performance better. It's sort of like what it feels like, and I wish they would just optimize.
Make it possible. And in the edit, they say, definitely hit 60 in a killer city now, and 110 plus with frame generation enabled. Now I just need some content or official modding support to drop before I do another playthrough. I'm going to have a bit of a discussion on that later in the video, so stick around. But yeah, for those of you actually on AMD cards using frame generation, you're going to notice much more of a benefit for sure. So if you're on a NVIDIA card, stick with DLSS. If you have AMD, try out the Steam beta, see if you like it. The one warning I'll give you, make sure not to go on the Steam beta, play around, do some save files, and then try and opt out of it again, because those save files won't work when you opt out of the Steam beta. Just a little bit of a hint for you. But now let's talk about Form IDs. I am genuinely worried that the Form ID fix they included isn't really a fix. They're very intentional. Bethesda is always very intentional with the language and the terminology and the words that they use in any of their official communications. They're a very, very careful company. I think it matters that they didn't use the word fix and they keep using the word adjust and improve, right? I suspect that though they've genuinely helped the Form ID situation, and hopefully if you've encountered it, you can now play your game, right? Though I think that it's helped, I don't know whether it's fixed the issue forever, because if it had, they would have said that, right? And I worry that if you continue to play this game, or maybe if you heavily mod it and you never go into New Game Plus and your save file just becomes huge, right? I worry some people might encounter the Form ID issue again down the road. And if that does happen, I hope that Bethesda Game Studios continues to improve the situation. And I suspect that they might. This might be the first step, and then in the next update, or the update after that, we might see further improvements of Form IDs. But it needs to get to the stage where no one can ever possibly encounter Form ID issues, because it's just a bad thing. You expect, but Todd Howard has talked about it, they want people to play this game for years and years and years, and some people are going to be using the same save files, right? So because of that, you don't want people eventually to be encountering Form ID and corrupting their saves. You don't want that at all. And I just worry with the language that they've used that might actually happen in the future. But the reason why I say this, I want to highlight this comment on a previous video of mine. This is from Jetfree_co, and they're a modder, and they've been talking to a lot of other modders. In fact, they were talking to other modders before Starfield was released, and they were concerned that Form ID was going to be an issue. So when I asked them about this, this is what he said. Quote, "It's kind of nuanced. The exact bug wasn't predicted because of its circumstances, but considering Starfield's size, we speculated the current ID format will not be able to accommodate the forms and references that sooner or later the player will hit the limit. According to the actual reports, it did hit the limit, but it's because of IDs not being reused. Either way, it's an issue with the form limit, which could have been avoided if they reworked it in the first place. Now that will take a lot of effort in the engine, so I understand if they don't. But even if they fix the reusing of deleted/unloaded references, and again considering Starfield's size, there's still a non-0% chance to hit the limit naturally and get the same issue. So I think he's saying what I'm thinking as well, that they haven't actually completely reworked the engine to resolve the issue from the get-go. They've kind of delayed it a little bit, if you will. So I'm worried, alright? I'm a little bit worried. I hope it doesn't happen. But if people keep playing this game with their save files, especially if they keep modding it and just adding to the game, I'm really worried that the issue's just going to crop up again. And everyone's going to have not everyone, but a lot of people are going to have their save files corrupted. Hopefully that's not the case, but let me know if you think differently in the comments below. But I want to end the video on this. Like, some people have been asking, like, there's so many fixes and bug fixes, and that's all they're doing lately in these updates. Where are the actual gameplay features and new changes coming to the game? Where are city maps? Where are the new ways to travel? Where are all the stuff that you promised us a couple of months ago?